Hey, what's up, everybody? RJ back with another video, and today I got a special guest again. Brandon, how you doing today?
Doing pretty good, man.
All right. Today we're going to talk about Daniel Bryan, or Bryan Danielson, or whatever you want to call the man.
American Dragon.
Sure, whatever you want to call the man. You know, I'm gonna give my opinion on it. I know me and you have completely different opinions on it. First of all, I am not an indie wrestling fan. Nothing against it. I just never give it the time of day. I never watched it. I've always been a mainstream guy. As far as I go, I watch WWE and I watch TNA. I get updates on ROH and etc., but I don't watch anything else besides TNA, WWE, and some little ROH, but not a lot. So I have no idea how good the matches of Daniel Bryan were in the indies or internet wrestling or whatever, but this is my thoughts on it. He is a very here's the problems he's got. He's a very small guy. I think that putting him in matches with huge guys like Sheamus, you know, way bigger than him and stuff, it's kind of hard to really work with someone that's that big, especially that's that big and that, you know, athletic, I guess. Should they have squashed Daniel Bryan like that? I don't know about that. Daniel Bryan's clearly starting to get over. He's got the yes chants like crazy on Raw. He had yes signs at WrestleMania. The guy can wrestle. I mean, he was trained by William Regal and the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels. I mean, that's some impressive attributes right there. Like I said, his size is probably the biggest thing against him, and he's really puny. The guy, you know, he don't he's a vegan, so he don't eat meat. I don't know if that has anything to do with the fact that, you know, the fact that he's so small. I mean, I'm not saying he's like Christian anorexic, but he's getting there. And I'm not saying the guy needs to go out and eat like 50 cheeseburgers or nothing or anything like that.
Like Big Show.
Yeah, I'm not saying anything like that. I want to get that out there. I'm not saying the guy needs to go, you know, go eat crazy amount of food and start. You know,
just off the record, I was going to tell you, RJ, I watched Big Show's DVD last night, and did you know when he goes to a live event, he'll tell someone to get him hot dogs and popcorn and pretzels from a concession stand, and he'll eat a shitload of food before the events.
Well, that's the Big Show. We'll talk about that later because we're going to stay on topic here. But I think Daniel Bryan's a great wrestler. Is he good enough to be world champion right now? I don't know. I don't know about that. I would rather see him champion than Sheamus in a heartbeat because I don't like Sheamus that much. The only time I remotely liked Sheamus was when he was heel and he was, you know, I'll put you through a table, Cena, because I can, you know, and all that stuff. I enjoyed that stuff, but once he went face and started doing stuff with that midget hornswoggle and all this stupid crap, I hated it. I hated it. Daniel Bryan, I love the yes that he does. When I say I'm a Daniel Bryan fan, I would have to say yes because as far as SmackDown goes, I like him and Randy Orton probably my two favorites on SmackDown. So I am a Daniel Bryan fan. And I know you are the exact opposite of me. You can't really stand Daniel Bryan. You hate the internet fans.
It's not that I can't stand him, RJ. It's just his fan base, pretty much.
Well, go ahead and give me your opinion on Daniel Bryan. I gave you just off the top of my head thought of Daniel Bryan, but go ahead and tell the folks your opinion on Daniel Bryan.
Like RJ said, there is no reason I hate Daniel Bryan. I mean, he was trained by William Regal and Shawn Michaels, two of the best in the business. He's been given the right training and everything, but listen to all the indie fans. I do not hate Daniel Bryan. I do not have anything against the man. There's nothing he's ever done, but I just hate how all of y'all think he's the best thing since sliced bread. I mean, some of these guys go to the extent that Daniel Bryan should be a bigger star than John Cena and Triple H and The Rock and stuff like that. But I hate to say it, but he doesn't really have the body and the charisma and what it takes to be a star, because he may be a good technical wrestler, but I'm sorry, this is the WWE, not ROH.
What do you think of his mic skills?
They're getting better. I mean, like you said, he's creating a fan base because of the whole yes stuff. But
yeah,
that
stuff that stuff is pretty good. I enjoy it. Is it? You think Yes is the new what or something? You think?
Yeah, pretty much.
This year's or this generation's what?
I don't know though, but I mean, the thing is, and before all of y'all hate me and stuff, all the internet indie fans, CM Punk for the biggest example. I've always been a fan of him since his days in ECW, and I like his wrestling and stuff, and I feel like he has what it takes to be champion. So before all y'all start hating me and saying, oh, I only like the big guys, even though Triple H is my favorite of all time, I do like the smaller guys like CM Punk, Rey Mysterio's alright, and Shawn Michaels. Shawn Michaels is another one of my favorites, and he's one of the smaller guys, and so don't even give me that crap about him being small. So, I mean, overall, that's my opinion. I don't hate the guy. I have nothing against him. It's just the indie and the internet fans that piss me off.
Okay, would you agree with me on this, okay? In my opinion, he's out of... Remember the first few seasons of NXT back when it was relevant, people cared?
Yeah, with the whole Nexus
Would you agree that he's the best wrestler to come out of NXT? Because that's my opinion. I think it's him, and then Wade Barrett's a close second.
To me, Wade Barrett for the biggest example. I see a future for Wade Barrett. He has the charisma, and he has the character to be a potential big star. And I mean, not taken away from nothing. Clearly, yeah, Daniel Bryan's the better wrestler out of any of them. But I mean, in the WWE, it's not how good you wrestle, it's how good you get over with the fans. And I just don't see Daniel Bryan getting over with the fans as much. He may have these yes chants.
He's got a pretty big fan base, though. I mean, when I was at Raw this past Monday, Daniel Bryan had one of the biggest. It was Daniel Bryan when he came out for his dark match after the show went off. He had the third biggest pop, and the two biggest pops were obviously Rock and Lesnar. But Daniel Bryan had easily the third biggest pop, and he had the yes chants. And I mean, Daniel Bryan's got a fan base. Daniel Bryan, I think, has a bigger fan base than Wade Barrett. Much bigger.
Then again, it goes back to how I think, and I mean, overall, I just don't care for the guy, and that's my opinion. That's my.
Do you think that if he had like a better theme song, a sweet theme song, and he had maybe pyro, and he had a little bit different ring attire and stuff, so he didn't have the plain look, you think you'd like him more?
It's not even that. It's just really his personality and how he talks and stuff like that. And I mean, I'm just a bigger fan of the older wrestling, going back to Triple H and Shawn Michaels and Undertaker and I mean Booker T and Sting and all them. I'm just a bigger fan of those. And I mean.
So do you think Daniel Bryan's good enough in this day and age to be WWE champion and carry that title?
I mean,
or world heavyweight champion.
Today, if the fans get behind him, obviously, if people buy the T-shirts and people come to the events and people cheer for Daniel Bryan, I mean, yeah, I could see it, but I mean, in my eyes and as a fan and stuff of the professional wrestling, I just don't really see it. But I mean, obviously, I have a different opinion, and I just, basically what I have to say about Daniel Bryan. I mean, you can hate me all you want, but I'm entitled to my opinion, and that's how I feel, and I'm not going to lie and say he's the best wrestler of all time.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think he's the best of all time by a long shot,
Yeah.
I mean, am I going to sit here and say that he's better than The Rock? Oh, no, heck no. Not close, not even close, The Rock could wrestle circles around Daniel Bryan. I mean, that's my opinion. But Daniel Bryan, to me, he had a match. He made me more of a believer than I really regularly was when he faced CM Punk a while back on Raw. Remember, it was champion versus champion?
Yeah.
And I thought that match was incredible. Incredible might be a strong word. I thought the match was great.
I would think a little bit more down to decent in my eyes.
Really? I mean, I really did enjoy it. And I think that if Daniel Bryan gets the right opponents, if they book him right, he could be a really good wrestler. He could be really good. He could be a lot better than they're portraying him nowadays. I mean, you gotta think they're having him as that cowardly heel that runs away all the time, And that don't make him look any better either. But for me, I think as long as he stays SmackDown champ and don't come after the Raw title, he's okay.
Yeah, I don't think he. I mean, to me, I could see him being World Heavyweight Champion more than the WWE Champion. But I mean, to me, he hasn't even really paid his dues in a lot of ways. He should have just paid dues for another year or two, because look at The Rock, look at Triple H, look at Stone Cold Steve Austin. It took Stone Cold almost 4 years to win the title for the first time, and Daniel Bryan won it in like less than 9 months. I mean,
that's the power of money.
Just a slap in the face to Austin.
That's the power of Money in the Bank, though, nowadays, man. That's a platform to push people that would normally never be world champion.
I know that. It's just, I mean, like I said, it's my different opinion. I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of today's wrestling, but I mean, like I said, I'm entitled to my opinion. But
Absolutely.
I mean, I would say any day I would be a CM Punk fan, because I have been since ECW, than a Daniel Bryan fan. But that's just my opinion, like I said.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're going to close this video up. I think you guys got the ideas of our opinions. We're a little bit different, but we'll agree to disagree on this one. Thank you all for watching. Of course, today my guest was Brandon again, and I hope you guys are still enjoying these videos. I know you guys liked the last one. So thank you all for watching. We'll talk to you later.